of whether the United States, Canada's most important ally, played a role in provoking the events that ultimately resulted in the loss of Canadians' lives. That's really quite astonishing. To give you an idea of the press, remember what Stephen Harper, the former Canadian Prime Minister, said to me at a Prager University weekend? And is it available? Can people watch that dialogue? Is it publicly available? I don't know. We'll find out. And he said, I just want you to know the CBC is to the left of MSNBC. Remember that? It's to the left of anything you have in the U.S., which I don't know how that's possible, but I believe him. That's a Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. So this is an astonishing thing. Reporters at a news conference in Ottawa on Thursday, that's yesterday, repeatedly grilled repeatedly. By the way, I think that's redundant. Grilling implies repeated. I don't think you need repeatedly grilled. But they wanted to, it's like overkill on the New York Times part. I think they should have had repeatedly over and over. Don't you think so? I'm not sure they made the point clearly enough. Grilled Mr. Trudeau as to whether the United States was partly responsible for what happened by creating a volatile situation. This is where they're at. This is where the media of the Western world is at. Remember, this is not just a U.S. problem. We should never have done anything to this mass murderer, this guy. Which is what, of course, I mean, that is now the Democrats' position. By the way, the law that they passed yesterday is not a law. It has no status as a law in the House of Representatives. It was another, let's feel good about ourselves, the left's form of onanism. I won't explain the term. Look it up if you don't know it, because that's what these things are. Let's feel good about ourselves, but produce nothing. Richard Johnston, a professor in the Department of Political Science at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, said the circumstances of the plane crash would complicate Canada's relationship with the United States. Many Canadians are suspicious of President Trump, and this is not going to help, Professor Johnston said.